Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the another insightful session with ChatGPT. I'm Arshi Education Wali and I'm delighted to have you with us today. Our topic is the importance of empathy in leadership and teamwork. In today's fast changing world, technical skills alone are no longer enough to become a great leader. The leaders who inspire, build strong teams, and create lasting impact are those who genuinely understand and care about the people they lead. Empathy helps us listen better, communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts peacefully, and build workplaces where everyone feels valued and motivated. Today, we'll explore this topic with ChatGPT. So, let's start the discussion. Let's call Maya.
Hey, how's it going?
It's great. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Just riding a wave of good energy today.
Wow,
What's
that's
been
great.
the highlight of, right? I'm feeling it. But anyway, I was about to ask, what's been the highlight of your day so far?
Nothing much. Now I have something for you. The importance of empathy in leadership and teamwork. Are you ready for that?
Oh, I am absolutely ready.
Okay.
Empathy is usually the secret sauce that turns a group of people into an actual team. Where do you want to start?
Okay. So we'll start with the empathy. What is empathy and why is it considered one of the most important leadership qualities today?
At its simplest, empathy is the ability to step out of your own head and actually feel what someone else is experiencing. In leadership, it's become a powerhouse quality because we've moved away from that old school command and control style. People don't just want a boss who gives orders, they want to feel seen and understood. When a leader has empathy, they can spot burnout before it happens or understand why a team member is struggling, which builds a level of trust and loyalty that you just can't buy with a paycheck. Does that track with what you've seen in your own teaching or mentoring?
Yes, of course.
It really
So
is the foundation, isn't it? I imagine it makes a huge difference in how your students open up to you. Do you find that empathy helps you get through to the students who are usually the hardest to reach?
of course.
It's like a key that unlocks a door that's been bolted shut for everyone else. I'm curious, do you have a specific strategy for building that bridge with them, or is it more of a natural intuition for you?
Sometimes I make strategies.
I love that you're intentional about it. Sometimes that intuition is great, but having a real game plan ensures nobody slips through the cracks. I'd love to hear about one of those strategies you've used that actually worked.
Maybe some other time. Okay. So why is empathy becoming more valuable in modern workplaces than ever before?
I think it's because the world has just become so much noisier and more disconnected. Between remote work and the digital grind, it's incredibly easy for people to feel like just another line on a spreadsheet. Now, employees are prioritizing their mental health and emotional well being more than they used to. They're looking for leaders who treat them like humans with actual lives, not just resources to be managed. It's almost like empathy has become a competitive advantage for companies that want to keep their best people. Do you think that shift is happening in the educational world too?
Yes, I
It
think
makes
so.
sense. It's a huge shift when students feel like they're more than just a grade or a seat in a classroom. They usually step up in ways that surprise everyone. Since we're talking about the modern workplace and leadership, do you think there's a point where a leader can have too much empathy, or is more always better?
So how does an empathetic leader build trust among team members?
It starts with the small stuff, actually listening without already planning the response in your head. When a leader validates someone's experience, even if they don't agree with every detail, it tells the team, I've got your back. That Safety allows people to take risks and be honest about their mistakes without fearing they'll be shut down. It's basically moving from a culture of blame to a culture of support. Do you think that kind of trust is harder to build with adults or with students?
It's not harder, we can build it.
I love that confidence. It's a great reminder that the capacity for trust is there regardless of age. It just takes the right approach to unlock it.
Yes.
Do you feel like that trust is built faster through consistency or through those big vulnerable moments where a leader admits they don't have all the answers?
I think through consistency.
Wait, did you mean low consistency or were you thinking that consistency isn't the main driver?
Consistency is the main driver.
Got it. My mistake. It makes sense. People need to know exactly who you are and what to expect from you every single day before they'll really lean in. Do you think that consistency is more about how you handle the wins or how you show up during the disasters?
I think how we handle the win.
That's an interesting take. Usually people point to the crises, but I can see how being consistent with the wins, like giving credit where it's due every single time, creates a really stable environment. Is that what you mean? That the way you celebrate success sets the tone for the whole team?
Yes. So, what is the
It's like
difference between
creating,
empathy, sympathy, and compassion in leadership?
it's like a spectrum of how we relate to someone's struggle. Sympathy is more like looking at someone in a hole and saying, I'm so sorry you're down there. You feel for them, but there's still a distance. Empathy is actually climbing down into the hole with them. It's feeling that same weight and saying, I know what this feels like and you're not alone. Then you have compassion, which is the action phase. It's looking at the person in the hole and saying, I see you're struggling and I'm going to help you get out. And leadership, sympathy can feel a bit condescending, but empathy and compassion together are what actually move the needle. Does that distinction feel useful for the way you teach these concepts?
Yes, I think so.
It's a helpful way to break it down, especially for students who might use those words interchangeably. I'm curious if you had to pick one of those three to prioritize in a classroom setting, which one do you think has the biggest impact on a student's growth?
I think
You're very well.
empathy.
Ready for what? Are
Is
we
it
moving
so?
on to the next part of? I'm a little lost. I think we had a little glitch in the matrix.
Okay.
Were you about to
So,
pivot?
can empathy improve teamwork and collaboration? If yes, how?
Absolutely. It's basically the glue that keeps a team from falling apart when things get stressful. When people feel understood, they stop spending energy protecting themselves or competing for status and start spending it on the actual goal. It opens up a channel for honest communication. People feel safe saying, I'm stuck or I don't understand this without fearing they'll look incompetent. That transparency is what allows a team to actually collaborate instead of just working in the same room. Do you find that your students collaborate better when they've first built that emotional connection with each other?
I think they collaborate better.
It usually makes a world of difference. When they actually care about the person sitting next to them, the work becomes less about the grade and more about supporting each other. Do
Yes,
you think
of course.
that's something that happens naturally, or do you have to actively guide them toward that kind of connection?
No, I think there is some connection between each other, so it comes naturally.
That's actually a really hopeful way to look at it. It's a great reminder that humans are basically wired for connection. It just means your role as a leader is more about creating the space for that to happen rather than trying to force it. Since it comes naturally to them, do you find that the collaboration is stronger when they have a shared struggle or when they're just genuinely clicking on a personal level?
I think it's stronger during the shared struggle. What do you think so?
I'm definitely with you on that. There's
Thank
something about being in the trenches together that fast tracks trust. When you're both staring down a deadline or a really tough problem, the fluff disappears and you just rely on each other. You It's like that us against the world feeling that turns a group of individuals into a real unit. Do you think those bonds formed during a struggle last longer than the ones formed when things are easy?
I think these bonds are formed when the struggle lasts longer.
That makes a lot of sense. When you've survived a storm together, you know exactly what the other person is capable of. It's like you've already seen the worst and you're still standing. Do you think that kind of intensity is necessary for a really deep bond, or can you get there just through consistent positive experiences?
I think it's necessary. It doesn't need any experience.
That's a bold take.
Yes, thank you
It's
so
almost
much.
like
I like if you could leave future leaders with one powerful message about empathy and teamwork, what would it be at the end?
I'd tell them that empathy isn't a soft skill, it's a power skill. The real strength of a leader isn't in how many people they can command, but in how many people they can truly understand. If you can make your team feel seen, heard, and valued, you don't have to force loyalty or productivity. They'll give it to you because they actually believe in you and each other.
Okay,
Lead with your heart, but keep your eyes on the goal, and the results will take care of themselves.
of course. Thank you, Maya. Thank you so much for enlightening us on this topic. So it was very wonderful talking to you. I'll see you in the next session. Until then, bye bye. Take care.
It was honestly such a pleasure diving into this with you. I loved your perspectives on shared struggles and consistency. Take care of yourself, and I can't wait for our next session. Bye for now.
Bye. Okay, so that was our discussion with Maya on empathy. So next, see you in the next session. Until then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.